WWE Extreme Rules 2018. This is going to be the entire match card that we're going to see here come Sunday. And we got some decent matches, actually. We got Braun Strowman taking on Kevin Owens in a steel cage match to find out if the man still is the monster among men. No, he is no longer the monster among men. He is now the monster in the bank. Really hyped for that match. We also have the Raw Women's title putting up for grabs. Actually, we have just about every single title up for grabs, but that one's going to be in Extreme Rules against Nia Jax. Also, the match that I'm probably looking forward to the most, it's got to be Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. It's going to be a 30-minute Iron Man match, and we all know Rollins, the man is an Iron Man. Pretty hyped for this, and we'll get into that once we get into the actual card itself. I want to talk about this match first. Roman Reigns against Bobby Lashley. The two that have been starting off Monday Night Raw for the last few weeks. For the last month. These two, they have not been helping out each other at all. Like these promos, you got one bashing on the guy for telling him that we're tired of seeing him on the main picture. You got one guy over here that left the company, came back, and still has yet to do anything. And will it be Bobby Lashley's day? Geez, it's a tough call. You know, like every match that he's had so far, it's been either against a jobber, a mid-carder. This is the first time he's actually stepping up to someone in the top division, Roman Reigns. And I don't think Bobby's going to pull up the win on this. I do see like WWE, they've kind of given up. They've thrown in the towel. They tried. They gave him the push. They were actually considering him going up against Lesnar for the title down the road. But I still see Roman Reigns capturing the victory for this match. Next up, we have Team Hell No taking on the Bludgeon Brothers for the Smackdown Tag Team titles. Now, Daniel Bryan, sir, you got to get something figured out. He's got his contract. It's coming to an end. It's creeping up. He still has yet to do anything. Wouldn't make sense to put a title on him, whether it's the SmackDown titles, whether it's the IC, whether it's the WWE Championship. Bryan, you got to get something figured out, dude. Now, I want to see this guy on a regular nightly basis. And you got Kane over here. Man's running for mayor, or he is mayor. One of the two. He's got a lot of stuff going on the side. And the Bludgeon Brothers, they've been on the streak as of late that just truly makes you wonder, like, who's going to step up to these two and finally take these belts off them? I don't see Team Hell No, mainly because of the side factors. But yes, Bludgeon Brothers to retain the tag team titles. Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin for what? Nothing. It's just a match to throw it in here, to put Finn Balor on the card, and to kind of prove as to who Constable is. What is Constable? Constable is some kind of law enforcement, and I know you're already asking, Hero Fix, what is going on with that custom? It's in the works. It's actually looking pretty sick. So if you're new to the channel, you know what you got to do. You don't want to miss that. Let's talk about this match. Finn Balor, yeah, the man has been on a slope, and I'm not talking about the slope that goes up. I'm talking about that slope that goes down, and I think that's the reason why he's going to pull out the win on this. He needs this. He needs this to kind of keep building that up to what he's lost. So yes, Finn Balor for the win. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax in Extreme Rules. And let's hope they take this to the street. Because, you know, extreme, dude, the word extreme means you got to go everywhere. You got to use every available weapon, the accessory that you see around you to try to win this match. And that's what she's going to do. Alexa Bliss, she's notorious for this. She's going to do some dirty stuff. She's going to retain the title. And she'll most likely go on to the next pay-per-view to compete against Ronda. Get that rematch. I want to see that. I want to see Ronda eventually capture this. I know a lot of people don't, but I've actually been enjoying what she's been doing. But yes, Alexa Bliss to retain. Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. title. Mr. No speak English. But yes, not only does he speak English, but the man is back. He's healthy. He's ready. He got bit by a dog. It don't matter. He's going to go in on Sunday and what? Lose. He's going to lose. Jeff Hardy's going to retain. You can't beat Hardy. I mean, you can beat Jeff, I think regular Jeff. But when you talk about Jeff Hardy with the face paint, dude, it's kind of like Balor, bro. You can't outdo the one that does the paint. Dude, that demon, well, it's not a demon. It's more like a Wolken, broken type gimmick. But yes, Jeff Hardy to retain the U.S. title and Nakamura to find out what is your next step, bro. What are you going to do next? You've got so many shots for the WWE title. You're getting one for the U.S. If you don't pull up the win on this, what's next for you? That's my question. The Wolken Warriors versus the B Team. And if it's one thing I've learned about WWE is when you give someone multiple wins on a regular nightly basis, when they actually get the actual title shot itself, they end up losing. And B Team, I'm happy for you. I'm glad that it's finally working out for you. It hasn't for a very, very long time, but ever since they revamped themselves, they've been doing something great, but they're not going to beat the Wolken Warriors. It was Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy to retain the tag team titles. Carmella versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title. And Carmella, she brought an insurance policy. And that man, his name is James. James who? James Ellsworthy. Is he worthy to be back in WWE? Is he worthy to walk alongside the beautiful Carmella? Apparently WWE thinks so. And this is going to be the factor that's going to cost the win. It's going to cost the match. It's going to cost anything good from happening in this match. I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan of what they've been doing with these two. I haven't been a fan. I'm sure you already know. I'm not going to get into detail with Carmella. I would love to see Asuka win, but mainly because of the fact that she has brought her insurance policy with. It's going to be Carmella to retain the women's title. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens in a steel cage match. You put any man in a cage with this monster, you ain't winning. There's nowhere for you to run. I mean, I guess you could escape from the top, you could escape from the door, but he ain't going anywhere come Sunday. Braun Strowman, easy win for sure, no doubt. Monster in the Bank is going to pull up the win on this. AJ Styles versus Rusev. And is today Rusev Day? Will Sunday be Rusev Day? I don't think so. There's already been posters leaked about SummerSlam, about Hell in a Cell. The one holding the title, it is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. I suppose, I mean, he could still win and then lose the title to AJ on the following week, but it wouldn't make sense. I know one thing that WWE is trying to do with AJ. They're trying to keep the title on him. They're trying to break a record. Whose record? The Punk record. It's been done. Brock Lesnar already did it, but they also want AJ to do it. So I am going to have to go with the man that built the house. What house? The house that AJ Styles built on Smackdown. AJ Styles to retain the WWE title. I know this is not going to be the main event of the night. Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler for the IC title in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Oh, yes. Hey, in my heart, it's going to be the match of the night for sure. It's going to be the one that's going to stand out. We've already seen Rollins. He has shown. He's proven to the people that not only can he perform for 30 minutes, he can do it for well over an hour. I mean, after all, go ask his lady friend. She'll tell you all about it. I'm kidding. But anyways, I actually see this more of a handicap match more than anything. If you guys didn't see on Monday Night Raw, Rollins, he had a match against Drew McIntyre. If Drew McIntyre won, he got to be at ringside. Guess what? Man won. It's going to be, yeah. So one thing that I see playing out, I see them getting disqualified. And it doesn't matter. They can get disqualified on more than one occasion. I can see them beating Rollins to a bloody pulp, right? Just so they can get the upper hand during the overall match. So obviously, he would score a victory over them. But after that, just beatdown, it's not going to make a difference. So I do see, mainly because of the fact that we got Drew McIntyre ringside, I do see Dolph Ziggler retaining the IC title. But give me your thoughts. Give me your predictions. Would love to hear as to what you think is going to happen come Sunday. Until next time, everybody.